welcome back to my channel. If you're a newbie, my name is Lavette Jallow. If you're an oldie but a goodie, welcome back to my channel. And thank you so much for supporting me, for subscribing, for commenting, for thumbs upping my video. I really appreciate you guys so much. I know I look a bit different today, that's because I made this wig and I colored it 2 days ago. So I wanted to try it out on my channel and see how it looks with the lights on and everything. To the video, this video, as the title already suggests, is about my microblading procedure, which I had done about a month ago, and by the time you see this video I would have had my 4-week touch-up just to finalize everything. So you'll get to see in this video when I went to the clinic, whilst I was having it done, my thoughts a week later, and showing you close-ups of my brows, how they look after. Now, for those of you who don't know and who haven't seen my other makeup videos, you may not know that I literally have 5 strands of hair on my brows. So as much as I love going without makeup, my brows always have to be done, otherwise I look very ill. So this procedure was a given for me to have it done, because I was just like, I want to be able to wake up and be flawless and actually have brows, because brows are really important to the framework of your face. Now, for those of you who are interested in this procedure, I would recommend, wherever in the world you are, you do some proper background check on the person doing your brows, because in here you can see a lot of like bad brows that have been done. You can have infections, it can go bad, you can lose hair, you can lose pigmentation, and so much more. So it's super important to start this video by telling you that you need to research the person that's doing your brows if you do decide to do a microblading procedure. I did my background work and I chose a clinic owned by a woman called Anna. And Anna has an Instagram page which you can check out in the description bar below. And I was following her for a good couple of months, and I had 2 people who I would have chosen to do my brows, and I ended up picking Anna because Anna just answered every question. Like, if you ask her A, she will tell you B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Like, she explains everything like you have never heard of it before, which is amazing, because you cannot stress some of the important parts of getting microblading procedure. Like, you have to be really careful, no bacteria, no makeup, no sweat for 7 days after you've had it done. So let's get going. So once I picked Anna and she said yes to doing my procedure, we booked in a date. So I had like 3 weeks to prepare myself before going there. I couldn't take aspirin, I couldn't take any kind of like drugs. I'll post below like what you can't use, but you need to avoid these items because they thin out your blood, which means you're going to bleed a lot more than you would have if you hadn't taken them. So I was just clean living for a week before I went to Anna. And I arrived to her studio, and boy, let me tell you, it was clean as hell. You could eat off that floor. It was clean. And that just made my heart like go, whew, thank God. I mean, she's very clean, everything is sterile. She showed me all of the tools she would be using, and basically it was all sterile, brand new from the packet. Every time she walked away from me, she changed her gloves and came back. So I was just in safe, good hands, love. I was like, I trust you. I trust you. For those of you who don't know, microblading is a procedure where it's like tattooing, but it's different in the sense that you use smaller strokes to draw on the hairs of your brows. And it doesn't last as long as tattoo, because a tattoo goes deep into the epidermis of the skin, which is several layers into your skin. Microblading only goes into the top layer. It can last you anywhere. They guarantee you anywhere between 6 months to 2 years, which is fine, because your face changes, your face ages, things droop, things go up. It's all like weight gain, weight loss, all that stuff. And you don't want tattoos that are permanent. And let me stress to you guys, it's so important who you go to. Anna's info will be in the description bar below, because you will see her operating on me, and you will see my end result, and you will see, mashallah, there is no issues. Knock on wood, there is no issues, it's all good. That's because she is a professional. She has years of experience, and she has qualifications. I checked everything. She has qualifications beyond qualifications. Check her website, you will see her qualifications. She goes and studies every couple of months to update her information, so I adore her. And Anna, thank you so much for making time for me. I really appreciate it. Let's get to it. So, as I was saying, I went in there, and you will see, I will explain as the video is going along so that you get to follow me on this journey and you get to see the end result rather than me just sitting here and talking to you.
Hi, my name is Anna Stepp and welcome to the Nordicbrows microblading clinic. I have been doing microblading about 7 years, about 6-7 years,
yeah.
But also I'm working with a machine,
yeah.
And I'm licensed cosmetologist,
yeah.
also. So it is very important that the masters,
yeah.
that are working, they're going to the education, continuing education. One education is not enough, but you need to go continuing education because there are different types skin of people.
Yeah.
You need just to know the skin.
Yeah.
You need to feel itself how the needle is working.
Yeah.
Always there is something to learn new, from design, eyebrow design,
yeah.
to the microstroke design.
I went to Anna with my brows drawn on the way that I normally like them, so she has a reference of how I generally like my brows. She started off by wiping everything off so that she can see how much hair, how little hair I actually have. And she proceeded, after wiping off my brows and cleansing my skin, to exfoliate my skin a bit to remove all of the dead skin cells on top, because you don't want to do this procedure with dead skin cells on the very top. So she does that, she exfoliates it, and then she goes in and draws the actual natural shape of my brows. Not necessarily how I like them, but exactly how it should be, how my hairs grow. And as you can see, I don't have much brows. And after she's drawn them on, she puts on a numbing cream so that when she goes in to do the procedure, it's not actually painful. Okay guys, so this is the shape that we've gone. We followed my natural arch. Never mind the sharpness, because it's not going to be that sharp. Those are only for her markers so that she can know where she goes up. But we're staying within the white area. So this is really, really, really good. Yes, big hair, no care. I can't wait. I'm so nervous. Why am I nervous? Why is Johanna not nervous for my sake? Why are you not nervous? And to get my perfect shape, Anna mixed 3 different shades just to get it just right. Anna doesn't reuse any of her items. Every single item she uses is a brand new item for each client. This is the blade that will be doing the microblading. So she starts off by, after she's mixed the colors and the numbing cream has been put on for some time, she goes in with the needle and the single-use items to draw fine strokes that mimic my natural hair. In the beginning, all you can feel really is just a tiny amount of a sting, and you can hear a scratching noise, but it's not painful because she applies numbing cream. You can be slightly uncomfortable because you can feel something pulling on your skin, but that's about it. It's generally a painless procedure. And I am afraid of pain, so I'm telling you exactly how I feel. Then she applies the actual tone so that the skin can absorb that color. And then she does the same procedure on the next brow. Exact procedure. So she'll be alternating back and forth in doing the microblading, putting on the color, removing the color, applying numbing cream, and filling it in a bit more. And as you can see, of course, there's a tiny amount of blood, but that's to be expected with any kind of procedure. And it wasn't painful either, but my eyes were watering because it's so not used to anything going on my brows. So as you can see, there are fine strokes, and at this point, the brow is really taking shape. The contours have been done. She's filling in the middle, and it's just starting to look like on fleek. Yes. And again, I have to say, Anna has a really soft touch. Like, she has healing hands, I call it. She's listening to everything I've wanted. She's giving me her opinion, and she's gone in and she's done it. Now, most people doing darker skin tones, they're not really as experienced as Anna is. And I have to say, I vouch for her work so much. I'm now one of the happiest people you can find with their brows. The last time she applies the color is for the finishing touch. She lets it sit for a while and then she starts wiping it off. As you can see here, we are done and she's wiping it off. The first week is gonna look much darker than it's actually gonna end up looking. So as you can see, I've gone from like having no brows to finally having brow strokes. And she then goes in, cleanses it and puts on Vaseline. And as you can see, the skin's a little bit swollen, but I have hairs, guys. I finally have hairs and her work is so meticulous. Look at that. Look at that. Lovette has brows. Lovette ain't never have brows. But then proceeds to shave underneath the brow for all of the stray hairs that are unwanted. This is a procedure I would have done at home normally every time that I clean under my brows. But just to make sure that everything is as is and it looks clean and perfect, she cleans up underneath the brows and above the brows to make sure there's no hairs there. It has been 1 week later and I have taken care of my brows exactly as Anna told me. She gives you a kit, she gives you information so you can follow it down to a T. As you can see, within the first week the color comes out a lot stronger, so it looks a lot darker than it's going to end up being. The brush strokes are there. My brows don't need to be filled in for me to be able to go out. You will lose color in a couple of places, but the perfect brows are not made until 4 weeks after your first procedure when you go back and get them finalized. So the first time you do it is more about getting the shape right and things like that. And when you go on the second go, then they're going to do it to perfection. So on the second visit, we repeated the same procedure, but it just took a lot less time. Anna started by measuring my brows, just making sure she's got everything correct. She drew them back on exactly how we decided that the contour was going to be like. Once she drew them on, she put on some numbing cream and left it on for about 20-30 minutes so that you couldn't feel anything that she was doing, but I didn't feel anything anyway. Then she went in and made sure that she had put dots on there that weren't going to disappear, because with dark skin, when you draw it on, it can disappear once you put the numbing cream on. Then she went in with her microblading equipment and made sure that she filled in any parts that were missing, any parts that needed to be thicker. She made the whole brow a little bit thicker, just like I wanted it. And I can tell you guys, you can see I'm almost asleep while she was doing all of this because I couldn't feel anything. Then she puts the pigmentation on just like the first time. And when she wipes it off and puts on the Vaseline and cleanses and all that and shaves the hairs underneath to make sure it looks on fleek, then I am completely done. And I can tell you the second visit went so quickly. I really loved it. The brows were really nice. I was so happy, so happy that I had finally finished the whole treatment and I had brows. It's been weeks later and I'm still happy. Hi lovelies! As I promised in the video that you've already seen now, this is my second appointment and the last appointment, because they say great brows are made on the second visit. So we've just filled it, made it a little bit thicker because I wanted a little bit more of a thicker look, and we've kind of drawn them closer towards my nose because that's how you guys see me draw on my brows. Let me know in the comments box what you think. Just do a close-up so you can see a little bit more of what it looks like. It looks a bit shiny right now. That's because we've put all of the aftercare stuff on. Information to Anna is going to be in the description bar below. So make sure you click the Open Me link where you'll have her website, her Instagram, her Facebook, as well as a phone number if you want to call and book a consultation or book your procedure. Don't ask me about pricing because it's all depending on what you want. So you have to contact her directly and speak to her. But please bear in mind, if you have any keloid scarring from previous tattoos or previous cuts on your skin that have turned to be keloid, here's an image of what keloid looks like. then this procedure might not be good for you. But don't let me be the judge of that. Speak to her directly. You will see some information from her coming soon.
The most important thing, direct at the procedure, that you need to wash it, dry, and put a little bit Vaseline.
When you say wash and dry, you can't just use soap.
No. The master that I'm, for example, giving the special package that is like 2 bags. In one bag it's already the cotton, it's the distillated water, and in another package it's you can find some gloves, Vaseline, of course, tissue, and tops to put the Vaseline. And you need to wash it, repeat it first 4 times every 15 minutes, because the lymphatic system is coming, and you need to wash the lymph away, and wash it with a really hard way. Of course, don't scratch with the nails, but really press it. And dry, and then a little bit Vaseline. It's like substitution of we are saying that you're not getting any infections. Okay. Some of the benefits of microblading for me is I can now leave the house without having to do my brows. I just wake up and go, and there's no fuss, no muss, nothing about that. I just wake up, I go, and I'm good. Another thing is, of course, the fact that even when I choose to draw on my brows or fill them out, there is already a shape. So I just have to fill in between to make it thicker, more dramatic, or whatever I choose to do with my brows that day. But my shape is always like, they're sisters. They're always going to be sisters, rather than being distant cousins as it has been before. So I really love that. And now my makeup time, instead of taking me a good, 10-15 minutes to do my brows, it now takes me either 0 minutes and I go, or it takes me a good 3 minutes to fill them out and clean it up. Okay? Those two are the biggest benefits of it all. It allows you to just go out there and not have to worry about putting on makeup. You can just literally moisturize your face and go. By the time you see this video, you will also get to see the finished look and my last procedure, because you have to go twice. So the first time you go is going to be to do the shape and do the tattoo, the microblading. And 4 to 6 weeks after that, the color would have faded a little bit and settled. So any areas that are missing or patchy, they will fill in again, and then you will have the finished look from then on, and you can go on with your life with brows. Amen. Hallelujah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions or any comments, please put them in the comments box below. If you want to know the information of the clinic where I had my brows done, information will be in the description bar. That's all I can say, and I just want to reach out to you guys yet again and say thank you so much for supporting your Gambian, Ivorian, Nigerian, Sierra Leonean sister here on YouTube. I really, really appreciate it, and every comment just makes me happy, 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 and I look forward to the next video, which will be up next Sunday. Thank you very much, and take care. Mwah.